Thank you. This is our first lesson. Um, you told me a few stuff about yourself. You told me that currently you're not working. You told me that you have free time, but you didn't tell
Yeah,
me what is the main reason that you want to stop doing what you used to do. For example, working in the hospitality sector. Is that correct? Hospitality,
that's
right?
that's correct. Yes, I've done everything in the hospitality industry.
And you want to switch to something that gives you more freedom, more money, of course, because money gives you freedom. What is the main reason?
I would say the main reason is the freedom this could give me because I would really like to become a digital nomad. I like traveling a lot. As I said to you before, my best buddy lives in Vietnam. Last year, I was also in Asia for 2.5 months, and I like moving around, you know. And there is, of course, a few jobs that you could do being a digital nomad. I don't know, you could be a content creator, you could open an online shop and resell things, whatever. However, when I compare all of those, I realize that trading is the one that has the biggest potential
Yeah, that's true.
because there's no roof in this. If you
Mhm.
grasp the concept, if you manage your finances correctly, if you work with prop firms, build a real account, do step 1, 2, 10, there's no roof where you can be in 10 years. And 10 years, I'll be 40, you know? I,
Mhm.
there's no roof. You can be wherever you want.
How old
So
are
this
you?
is quite appealing to me. Now I'm 33. I'll be 43. But, there's you can be anywhere you want, really. And that's quite appealing to me. Also, I find myself enjoying the process a little bit, enjoying the analysis, enjoying the chart. Don't get me wrong, I don't enjoy if I sit for 9 hours, but to sit 1, 2, 3 hours, it's okay.
Mhm.
And judging from my past experiences with hobbies or jobs, I do tend to get bored quite easily. Like I studied computer engineering and informatics in one of the best universities in Greece. I left in the third year and moved abroad. I am not very easily tied to something. But this, when I look at trading, it is something I can imagine myself doing in 20 years
Mhm.
without being bored of it.
To be honest, I totally feel you because I used to think like that. I wanted everything that you want, and thank God, I believe that I have achieved everything that I wanted, and I can ask currently for more. So I can feel you. I can sense this feeling again. I can tell you that we can do it if you are coachable and you do exactly as I say. I don't think there is any chance of failure. I mean, it's just about time, you know. So the only thing that I want for you, actually, I want two things from you, is to trust me, and the second one is to do exactly what I'm gonna tell you. So currently, uh, are you trading? Are you analyzing the charts? What are you doing? Like, I mean,
Well, I have studied the Muru strategy, of course. I've been with the Titans now for 4, 5 months and
all
four and a
right.
half months.
So you're in the subscriptional
So
service, Titans, all right?
yes, absolutely, of course.
Okay.
I take your signals 100%, and sometimes I also do my own analysis, but I can't say it's entirely my own because I do get the photos and the analysis from the more experienced guys on the Trading Titans community.
All right, all right.
I still don't trust myself very much to see a setup and take the setup. So
Mhm.
if someone else has taken the setup as well, I'm like, okay, maybe there is a chance, here that I am a bit more correct. And yeah, I mean, I know it takes time and I will build that trust to myself eventually. But for now, I take it a step at a time.
Can do that. So do you trade by yourself in an account, in a demo account, in a fund account or not?
I have funded accounts and I've traded in live accounts as well. I have burned a few because it took me a while to realize that all these signal groups for gold and bitcoins and stuff are not very good. It's very easy to actually send signals when you have a clear bullish market and then everybody wins and then people just blow the accounts in one setup when the market reverses.
Yeah.
So I've stopped. From this year, I stopped putting $500 in real accounts and I stick to this.
Do you track your trades? I mean, your trades, your analysis is your thoughts, so you don't. So
I don't.
what you are doing, I mean, what you are following when you're trading by your own. Are you based on my strategy, on what?
Yes. Now I solely base my analysis and setups on your strategy.
Okay, so can you show me? Maybe can you share your screen and show me what you're doing, what you're thinking? Like you can analyze to me and thinking out loud. I mean, I'm doing that and I'm doing this because of that and this. So I will understand in what kind of level we are currently are, so I can help you. So your main problem, as you said, is your confidence. You're not confident enough to take your own trades.
I would say yes. And then maybe I don't really know how to use multi-time frames to get confirmation for my trades.
That's not the point currently. That's not the point. The main point is what is your strategy and why you're choosing this strategy. Let's say I'm choosing your strategy, Muru strategy, Panos, because I trust you. Okay, so what you're doing in this strategy and why I'm doing this and this because of that. And I'm going to take this, for example, this reward against this risk, and I'm doing that all the time when this day is this hours. So this is what I want you to explain to me.
So I do try to follow the system, as you said, to take the strategy, the break retest at certain hours on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Always target for 1 to 2 risk reward or more.
Okay.
Analyze the setup. I showed it to George as well. So I analyze it. I will mark it on my charts. I won't take it in this particular situation, thankfully, because it would have taken me out of the trade before eventually going. So what I saw here was that the price moved in this validated range for quite a while. Then it broke with a bearish candle, and then I was like, okay, this is a good sign. I put my zones, I put my trade, 1 to 2.5 reward, and then eventually went to stop loss. Not too sure whether because I know, of course, we cannot win all the trades and some will lose. So I don't know if my process here was correct, if I should be happy for this analysis or not.
Correct.
Just in this particular scenario, the price didn't want to go. I wanted it, I guess.
For example, listen, what you're using currently is you're marking the highs and the lows, the resistance and the supports, and you're waiting for a support or a resistance to be broken. So when the candlestick, for example, as I can see here, the bearish candlestick, the bar of this candle closes below your previous low, and it's creating a lower low. You're waiting for the retest. Am I correct?
Exactly.
Okay. So you are putting your stop loss above the highs and you're aiming for a let's say you're risking 1% and you're aiming for a take profit of 2%, the double. So if you are using that, the execution and the whole following the strategy is correct. Why am I saying that to you? Because everything is not based on the strategy. It is based on a strategy that you keep following for 100 trades and track its record. If we are going to put extra confirmation, okay, into one strategy, where we have to track again the record and check. In the first place, I used to do 1, 2, 3, and it worked 60% of the time. All right, out of 100 trades, I won the 60. On the second phase, like on the second strategy, I used to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it worked 65% out of 100. Okay, so why am I saying that to you? Because what you are using and what you are following, it's correct. So we don't have to look for a mistake. We have to look for more trades based on what you did and keep a track how many times what you used, the strategy I mean, worked out of 100 trades. So there is no mistake here if you following that, if you're following this strategy.
Okay.
Can we add more confirmation? Of course we can add more confirmation. Do you need them? No, you don't, because you have to learn what you are showing to me perfectly. If you had the journal, we were on the third lesson, okay, after 4 months, we have tracked your trades of 50 trades. Yes, we are in a position we can add more things into the strategy.
Yeah.
Do you get
I'm
me?
just starting to learn how to use the journal as well.
Exactly.
And starting here, at the moment, I've only put your trade from last week here. I don't know what happened. I wasn't very sure about how to use this whole thing, how to put links. Like now I did put, but it disappeared. At the moment, I have your trade, and that we took last week. It was an exceptional trade, of course. But I will keep on adding uh, if I take by myself. Another setup I wanted to show you, and I showed George as well, what was it? Is this. Again, I didn't take it, went to stop loss. And in this one, I don't even know if I am correct in what I
Yeah.
did, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. So, can you make me like an analysis on a currency pair? I don't care which currency pair it is.
I have one ready, actually, and it's here.
So,
What I have made here for Euro. I made it last week. I didn't know like how the market would open. So let's say I made it up to here.
yeah.
And I was expecting the price because broke this zone. And that means that from this downtrend, we're now moving on to an uptrend. Then I used the Elliott wave theory up until here that I had done my analysis, and I was expecting the 4. But you see, now we are in the 4. I still haven't entered the trade. I don't trust myself, you know?
No, this is a really good trade. This is a really good trade. This is a really good trade, and this is actually what I want you to work on for the next time. You know, so what I want you to work on is let me share my screen. Firstly, I want to point out that you're in a really okay level. All right, so you're really okay level.
That gives me confidence.
Yeah, for first lesson. So now we have to be careful, because if you didn't, for example, if you haven't come to me and you didn't follow my instructions, here is like really a really fragile moment that you can be overwhelmed, because I know what I'm doing, but I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm feeling sometimes confident about the trade because Panos Murul just sent it, but when I'm doing by myself, I'm not that confident, because so this is a fragile moment that you can be overwhelmed. So
Yeah.
what I want you to do is exactly what I'm gonna show you, all right? But before I'm gonna show it to the candlestick, to the chart, I'm gonna explain it to you. So in a higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend, okay, you are looking for the best entry position. If the price broke the previous high and created a higher high, you're waiting for the best entry point, that is the previous high, testing as a higher low. Okay, your stop loss, it has to be here. So here, for example, here the movement, it's breaking the high and it's creating a new high that it's higher than the previous one. It's also breaking the moving average exponential. So here is the high that it's higher than the previous one, and it's creating a low. Here is the low. Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
The low, it's pushing up, creating a new high. As you can see here, as you perfectly mentioned, is a high that the price didn't come to test. So till the price come below this, it's an uptrend. Okay? So till the price come below this level, it's an uptrend. It doesn't matter if you get supported here or here, you have to execute the trade.
Okay. So if I had entered the trade, it would be an okay setup. And what we are seeing.
It would be a correct setup, because you're following the trend and your trend is an uptrend. When it will stop being an uptrend? If it breaks the low here is the low, here is the low. Can you see? So if it breaks
Yeah.
the low, there is not an uptrend. So after that, you are waiting the price to come higher as it can without breaking the previous high that it started to short. You got me?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I can explain it
Yes.
again.
I think I get it. I just, you know what I would like? I would like for you to explain me when do we take the opposite trade as you mentioned on the lessons, the exit strategy?
Yes.
Because we always say that to do the exit strategy, we need to be 100% sure that our zones to begin with are correct.
Yes.
Otherwise, there won't be an exit strategy.
Okay.
And
Yes.
this is a concept that I still struggle with.
Yes. So let me explain you that. So in an uptrend, I have a higher highs and higher lows and higher highs. So like here, you see? Okay.
Perfect.
So the best case scenario is the price come here and test the price. So the price come here and test the previous high as a higher low, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So if the price breaks this, that is the low, that it's a red candle and a green candle next to each other, like
Okay.
both totally closed. So this is a support level. When I have a green candle and a red candle next to each other, both of the bars are closed. I mean, the body of the candle when I'm seeing
Mm-hmm.
bar. Okay, this is a resistance. So for the market, if the price continues like that, it's an uptrend, correct? Because it's
Correct.
creating again higher highs and higher lows. But what if the price breaks here? Now I have a lower low. So when I have a lower low, you see, I'm waiting for the
Yes.
price to come and test it, the previous, or as higher as it can to create a
Mm-hmm.
lower high and a lower low. So
So I should
here
always be looking at the just previous low to be
and
broken.
only.
Okay, only that. Okay, because I was thinking, to confirm to do an exit strategy and get the trade in the other way, it should break the previous from the previous as well to give me more confirmation, and just I overcomplicate it sometimes.
No, just the previous one. Can you try?
See here, when I would take exit strategy.
For example, here is your high, here is your
Okay,
low.
so that's the low. Okay. If it now breaks that low, then I would be safe to assume that we are going on to a downtrend and take the trade the opposite way.
Do you mind if I steal your trade and send it?
At all.
Thank you, bro. So yes, this is the only the previous one that matter, okay?
Mhm.
Okay? It doesn't matter this. It matters when it will come and test the previous high. Okay? As a
Okay.
higher low.
To do some zones, to do analysis.
Yes.
So let me see if I had something else in mind. So, for example, even here, the USD with the Swiss franc, we could say that this zone that actually got retested a little while ago, then we could put the stop loss here. I know it's not really a support, but this is where the market opened
Yes. That
here.
doesn't matter. The only thing that I
And
want
then,
to do currently is focusing on the previous highs and lows.
yeah. So we could have something like this, for example, here. And then if we take this into the equation, we could have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Yes.
on the
But
USD
the
CHF.
thing here is that 0 to 1 to be valid, you needed to break the previous high. So
So
currently,
this,
exactly. So currently,
ah,
to my point of view, do not rush your trades to be perfect. We don't
so
we don't
since,
exactly we don't want
mhm,
that. We're gonna have
yeah,
that. Believe me and trust me. This is why I told you. This is why I told you to wait, like for to trust me and wait for the process because currently we want to focus on the previous areas, creating the highs and the lows,
mhm,
making our trades as better as we can as a sell limit, putting sell limit and buy limits when we have the breakout, and after that, testing when our stop loss hit to have, for example, an exit strategy idea. After that, when we finalize that and we have a track record, let's say of 30 to 50 trades after 2 months, and you are feeling confident, we're gonna add more confirmation, for example, Elliott waves. Trust me, it will be a great journey.
Okay, so for now, I shouldn't be using it that much.
Yes.
Okay.
I want you to do a few things. Firstly, for the next lesson with my assistant, George, you're gonna reduce the trades on your watch list, the currency pairs on your watch list. Why? Because we want you to consume, let's say, um, less information.
Mhm.
Less information. So you don't need 5 AUD currency pairs, because when an AUD pair is moving, the rest of them is moving as well. So
Yeah, I'm not checking all of them, of course. It's just I only recently, last week, paid for the trading view, and I'm happy that I can have as many on my watch list as possible. Like I have a US30 NAS index. It's not that I'm actually spending time to analyze all of them. No.
yes. So yeah, that is the thing. I want you to just check your watch list every Tuesday,
Mhm.
like after New York is open, and every Thursday to analyze the market, just 2 days per week for a couple minutes, let's say 15 to 20 minutes, and pointing out, analyzing the market, checking where is the highs and the lows, where is the moving average moving. So identifying the highs and the lows, and after that, if the price haven't broken any of these, setting alerts and notifications. When an alert will hit,
Okay.
you'll be notified. So after that, you can go check the trade. Oh, it broke the low. So we have a bearish momentum, let's say. So I have to put my sell
Mhm.
limit where? Where is the previous low that it just broken? Here. So here's my support. I'm waiting for the support to become a resistant. Why? Because I'm waiting for the price to come retesting the best zone, the POI zone, the point of interest zone, that is your rectangle zone, to come for me to execute the trade and have the best entry, where my stop loss will be set above the high. Okay, 1/2 risk to reward ratio. I want you to minimize the process that you do. Okay, and reduce
Mhm.
exposure in the market. The less the exposure, the better, and the quality. The better the quality, the better the focus that we have, and the less overwhelmness and stress we tolerate. So yeah, the first thing is reduce your pairs. The second is just keep the days as Tuesday and Thursday. Just after the New York is open, analyze the charts. What I want you to check the previous highs and the previous lows. The third is just wait for the alerts to hit. What are the alerts? For a broken high and a low. Okay. After you get notified, maybe you are out of a coffee, maybe you're at the gym. Just check your phone. Okay,
Yeah.
we have a break. Okay, I have to put my sell limit and buy limit. Okay, just leave it there. Keep a track of this process, and it's very important to keep the track of this process.
Okay.
I want to warn you about something. Okay, following this process, you'll have some stop losses. Okay, more than
Inevitably.
yes, more than you are gonna have later on. Okay, do not pay attention to
Mhm.
the stop losses. This is the trick here. This is the exercise. Be focused on the process. Okay, not on not on the how the process is working. That's
Mhm.
the thing here. It's very important. All right, because for example, this trade is not correct that I'm just watching. Okay,
So this is another one that I did last week.
yeah, it's not correct.
I
And
didn't take it. I told you I don't take them, you know.
I don't know if you take them or
But
not. You have a long position there, so I have to criticize it.
yes, I
So
saw
wait.
that it broke this one.
No, it's wrong. Why? From where the movement starts, where's your low?
Here.
Okay, there's your low. That's correct. So you have to point out your low. Secondly, where is the high? Where's your high that it got broken? No, that's the higher high. Where's the
Here.
high? Yeah, it's there, and actually, it's a
If you
little
start
bit,
from here,
a,
yeah,
a little bit more on your left.
here.
Exactly. So there is your high.
So,
So
mm,
you have to put the start of the movement and the low and the high. Then you have a higher high. You don't care about the next lows. The only thing that you care is when the price will come again to your previous high and test it as a higher low. So your trade is not correct. Your entry is not correct. For you to
okay.
be ready to let's say get the advantage of these trades, you need to be fully prepared by doing the extra mile, let's say, the extra work that you have to do. So currently you have to focus in the 4 or 5 things that I told you, analyzing the market specific days and specific time, just pointing out the highs and the lows, waiting for the breakout to happen. It's more psychological and emotional. This exercise that I'm giving you to
Mhm.
see if you can get along with all the stress of the process of looking for opportunities every day or 3 times a week. It's not that much
Mhm.
about strategy. I'm going. You're already in a very good level about learning the strategy. You have any questions about that?
No, I think for now I can keep it simple and yeah,
Yes, keep it
keep
simple.
doing the trades
Yes,
Thursday and Tuesday.
you'll not have the best win rate in the world, but you'll have it in 3 months from now.